Children, let us start the chapter Triangles. What is triangle? Closed figure formed by three intersecting lines is called triangle. Triangle is a closed figure formed by three intersecting lines. In the word triangle, the tri is there, tri. Tri means three. Triangle is having three sides, three angles, three vertices. These are the elements of triangle. Now you see the triangle ABC. Which are the three sides of the triangle ABC? They are AB, BC and CA. These are the three sides of the triangle ABC. And which are the three angles? Angle A, that is nothing but angle BAC. Angle B, that is the angle ABC. And angle C, that is the angle ACB. The three vertices are vertex A, vertex B and vertex C. So let us write in triangle ABC, three sides are AB, BC and CA. Three angles are angle BAC, that is the angle A, angle ABC, that is the angle B and angle C, that is the angle ACB. Three vertices. Which are the three vertices? Vertex A, vertex A, vertex B, vertex C. These are the three vertices of the triangle ABC. In this way, each triangle is having three sides, three angles and three vertices. Now, the chapter is about the congruency of triangles. Now, let us discuss about congruent figures and congruent triangles. So, what are congruent figures? Two figures which are equal in all respects, or two figures whose shapes and size are same, are called the congruent figures. See here, there are 5 squares. All are of having same shape and same size. Here all the sides are of equal length. In S1, S2, S3, S4, S5 are having the same measurement of sides. If you place one square on the other, they coincides with each other. They completely covers. This is the main property of the congruent figures. They coincides with one another. So all these squares are congruent squares. Now you see the circle C1, C2, C3, C4. They are the circle of same radii and they are congruent. If you keep one circle on the other, they coincides with other. They coincides with each other. Means they covers. And the circle C1, C2, C3, C4 are called congruent circles. You know the definition of the congruent circles. Circles having equal radii are called congruent circles. And next, these are the quadrilaterals. 1, 2, 3, 4. All the 4 quadrilaterals are congruent as they are having same shape and same size. If you keep one quadrilateral on the other, if you place one quadrilateral on the other, you know that, see, all these 4 sides covers and all these 4 sides covers and all these 4 sides covers and all these 4 sides covers. So they are the congruent quadrilaterals. There are 4 pentagons. The pentagons are of same size and same shape, and if you keep one on the other, if you place one on the other, they coincides with each other. They are having same shape and same size and they are the congruent pentagons. So the congruent figures are having same shape and same size If you place one on the other, they covers completely, means they coincides with one another. Their corresponding parts become equal. The corresponding parts are equal. Corresponding parts of the congruent figures are equal. So they coincides. The coinciding parts are the corresponding parts. They are having same measurement. Now let us discuss about the congruence of triangles. The chapter is on the congruence of triangles. Now let us come to discuss the congruency of triangles. So what are congruent triangles? Two triangles are congruent if the sides and angles of one triangle are equal to the corresponding sides and angles of the other. Observe the triangles ABC and triangle DEF. In triangle ABC and triangle DEF, AB and DE are having same measurement. BC and EF are having same measurement, that is 3.5, and AC and DF are having same measurement, 3 and 3, and angle A and angle D are equal, they are of 70 degree. Angle B and angle E are equal to 60 degree. Angle C and angle F are equals to 50 degree. Now what you can observe here, their corresponding sides are equal and corresponding angles are also equal. Then if you place the triangle DEF on triangle ABC, or if you place triangle ABC on triangle DEF, they coincides with one another, means they completely covers, and the coinciding parts are here. AB, DE is one pair of coinciding parts, they are the corresponding parts, and BC and EF, they are the second pair of corresponding sides which are coinciding, and AC and DF is the third pair of corresponding sides which are coinciding, and angle A coincides with angle D, means vertex A coincides with vertex D, vertex B coincides with vertex E, and vertex C coincides with vertex F. So what you can see here, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF, and triangle ABC and triangle DEF are congruent triangles. So what are congruent triangles? Two triangles are congruent if the sides and angles of one triangle are equal to the corresponding sides and angles of the other triangle. Now you again observe the triangles LMN and triangle PQR. LM is equals to PQ, that is 5.3 centimeter. MN and QR are equals to 6 centimeter. LN and PR are equals to 5.4 centimeter. And if you keep one triangle on the other, if you place one triangle on the other, triangle PQR and triangle LMN coincides, they covers completely. This is one of the special nature of the congruent triangles. They coincides with one another and their corresponding angles are equal, their corresponding sides are equal, and they are congruent triangles. Now which of the triangles given below are congruent to triangle ABC? Cut out each of these triangles and turn them around and try to cover triangle ABC. Observe that triangles in the figure second, third and fourth are congruent to triangle ABC. Second figure and third figure, second triangle, third triangle and fourth triangle are congruent to triangle ABC, and triangle TSU is not congruent to triangle ABC. Triangle TSU is not congruent to triangle ABC. If triangle PQR is congruent to triangle ABC, we write, what to write? Triangle PQR congruent to triangle ABC. Here, what is the symbol of the congruence? This is the symbol of congruence. Symbol of congruence is symbol of congruence This is this one. So here we wrote that triangle PQR is congruent to triangle ABC. Notice that when triangle PQR is congruent to triangle ABC, then sides of triangle PQR fall on corresponding equal sides of triangle ABC. So is the case of for the all triangle. That is the case for all triangle. The corresponding sides fall on and covers each other. That is, see here, PQ covers see here, PQ covers AB and RQ covers BC and RP covers AC, and angle P covers angle A. Angle P covers angle A and angle Q covers angle B. Angle Q covers angle B and angle R covers angle C. They are the corresponding sides and corresponding angle. Also there is one and one corresponding between the vertices. That is P corresponds to A, Q corresponds to B and R corresponds to C. That you can write here in this figure. P corresponds to A and Q corresponds to B and R corresponds to C. Note that under this correspondence, triangle PQR is congruent to triangle ABC, but it will not be correct to write triangle QRP congruent to triangle ABC. So you don't write triangle QRP congruent to triangle ABC, because you know that P and A are corresponding, Q and B are corresponding, R and C are corresponding. They are in the order. Here Q is not correspondence to A. So this becomes wrong. So you must write in the order. The corresponding parts must be in order. Now you take the next triangle DEF. You know that triangle DEF is also congruent to triangle ABC. Triangle DEF is also congruent to triangle ABC, and you know that here AB and DF are corresponding sides. They are coinciding part, and AC and EF, they are equal and they are the corresponding parts, and BC and DE. So you can write FD corresponds to AB, DE corresponds to BC, EF corresponds to CA, and vertex F corresponds to vertex A, vertex D corresponds to vertex B, and vertex E corresponds to vertex C. And you can write triangle FDE is congruent to triangle ABC, because F corresponds to A, D corresponds to A, E corresponds to C. Like this way, the correspondence between the triangle you can give with the order. So it is necessary to write the correspondence of vertices correctly for writing of congruence of triangles in symbolic form. We must write the correspondence of vertices correctly for writing of congruence of triangles. And we have to note that in congruent triangles, corresponding parts are equal. Therefore, you can write the word CPCT. For corresponding parts of congruent triangle, we can take the symbol CPCT. CPCT means corresponding parts of congruent triangles. Here, now and then we are using the word CPCT. CPCT means corresponding parts of congruent triangle. Congruent triangles. Corresponding parts of congruent triangles. Now you can give some examples of congruent triangles. In this figure, triangle PQR is congruent to triangle ABC. Triangle PQR is congruent to triangle ABC. P corresponds to A, Q corresponds to B, R corresponds to C. That is PQ is equals to AB, that is of 3.1 centimeter, and QR is equals to BC. See here, they are of same measurement, and PQ corresponds to PR corresponds to AC. PR corresponds to AC. PR is equals to AC. They are the corresponding sides. In this way, you must write in the order. And also, triangle LMN is congruent to triangle PQR. Triangle LMN is congruent to triangle PQR. Triangle LMN is congruent to triangle PQR. In earlier classes, you have learnt 4 criteria for congruence of triangle. Let us recall them. You learnt SAS congruent rule, ASA congruence rule, SSS congruence rule, RHS congruence rule. These are the 4 criteria that you have learnt in previous classes. Now let us revise one by one. Now about the SAS congruence rule. That is one of the enzyme. That result cannot be proved with the help of the previously known result. So it is taken as enzyme. It is considered as enzyme. That is the SAS enzyme. SAS means side angle side. SAS means side angle side. Now you do one activity. You construct 2 triangles, triangle ABC and triangle PQR. In triangle ABC, BC equals 4 centimeter, angle ABC equals 50 degree, and AB is equals to 2 centimeter. And in triangle PQR, QR equals 4 centimeter, PQ equals 2 centimeter, and angle Q, that is angle PQR, is equals to 50 degree. Now you cut the 2 triangles and place one on the other. They covers completely. They coincides with one another. So here the triangles are constructed in such a way that BC is equals to QR, AB is equals to PQ, and angle B is equals to angle Q. Here angle B is the included angle of the sides AB and BC. Here angle B is the included angle of the sides AB and BC, and in triangle PQR is also angle Q is the included angles of the sides PQ and QR. So it is side angle side. So side angle side. Side angle side. 2 sides and their included angle. 2 sides and their included angle. And 2 triangles are congruent if 2 sides and the included angle of one triangle are equal to the 2 sides and the included angle of the other triangle. That is nothing but the SAS congruence rule. Side angle side congruence rule. So what is the statement of the SAS congruence rule? Two triangles are congruent if two sides and the included angle of one triangle are equal to the two sides and the included angle of the other triangle. So you can write, in triangle ABC and triangle PQR, here AB is equals to PQ and angle ABC is equals to angle PQR and side BC is equals to QR. So SAS, side angle side, this angle is made by these two sides. So it is the side angle side. The angle and two sides must be in this manner only. Therefore you can write, therefore triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR. Triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR. The congruence rule is SAS congruence rule. In this way, this is the one of the criteria for the congruency of triangles. So two triangles are congruent if two sides and the included angle of one triangle are equal to the two sides and the included angle of the other triangle. That is the SAS congruence rule. Now let us take one more congruence rule, that is ASA, angle side angle. Here two angles and their common side. The angles are at the ends of the common side here. See. Now you construct the triangle ABC and triangle PQR. That is the activity for you. So construct triangle ABC with BC equals 5 cm and angle B equals 60 degree and angle C equals 45 degree. And also construct the triangle PQR with QR equals 5 cm, angle Q is equals to 60 degree, angle R is equals to 45 degree. Cut out these triangles and place one triangle on the other. What you can observe, they coincides with each other. They coincides with each other. Here AB and PQ covers with each other. BC and QR covers with each other. AC and PQ covers with each other. And A covers with P. A coincides with P and B coincides with Q and C coincides with R. C coincides with R. They are the corresponding parts. So here triangle ABC and triangle PQR are congruent as the two angles and their common sides are correspondingly equal. Repeat this activity with more pairs of triangles. You will observe that equality of two angles and the included side is sufficient for congruence of triangle. Therefore, it is taken as a criteria. What is the statement of ASA congruence rule? The statement is as follows. Two triangles are congruent if two angles and the included side of one triangle are equal to two angles and the included side of other triangle. Here what you have taken, see the triangle ABC and triangle PQR. Triangle ABC and triangle PQR. In triangle ABC and triangle PQR, BC is equals to QR and angle B is equals to angle Q and angle C is equals to angle R and they are congruent triangles. If you place one on the other, they completely covers, so they are the congruent triangles. Now let us write, in triangle ABC and triangle PQR, angle ASA that you have to take, angle B means angle ABC equals angle Q, that is angle QR, PQR, angle PQR, angle, now you take this side BC equals side QR, and angle C is equals to angle R, that is angle ACB is equals to angle PRQ, here angle, side, angle, these two angles are with the side, common side S. Two angles are with the common side, that is, you can say that, therefore, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR. So, the possibilities here, the congruence rule is ASA. ASA congruence rule. ASA congruence rule. In this way, here we studied two congruence rule. One is the SAS congruence rule, side angle side, two sides and included angle of one triangle, and the two sides and included angle of the other. Now, ASA congruence rule, here two angles and included side of one triangle, and the two angles and the included side of the other, ASA and SAS. And there is a exercise based on these two congruence rule, and let us solve the exercise in the next video.